Hi, this is John here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be talking about my week 3 results. I've got my lovely assistant Reese here. She is joining in the video again today, needing that attention as she does. I want to talk about my results this week. This week my results are a little bit different than they have been the past couple of weeks. I didn't lose as much weight this week as I did the past couple of weeks, but there have been other enhancements to my life that have made me feel, hi Reese, that have made me feel better about the process. So I'll jump right into my results. This week I started, so overall my start was at 325 pounds. I started with 56.1% body fat. Last week I was at 313.4 pounds at a 53.5% body fat. This week I'm down to 312.8 pounds at a 53.3% body fat. So overall I only lost 0.6 pounds and 0.2% body fat, putting my total loss at 12.2 pounds and 2.8%. So obviously not as much as the 5 pounds and the 6 pounds the previous weeks. I would have loved to have kept that momentum going, but hit a little bit of a plateau this week. But overall, I'm feeling better. I've started this transformation challenge. It's a 16-week challenge. I'm in it 1 week. I've completed 1 week of this challenge now, and I'm excited about it. A little frustrated because I only lost half a pound, right? I was hoping to lose another like 3 or 4 pounds, maybe 5 pounds. That would be an excellent start to the challenge, but didn't work out that way. I only lost about a half a pound. I've been working out 5 days this week, so I worked out Monday through Friday at 5 a.m., which was a little tough, especially on Tuesday. I had leg day, and then Wednesday and Thursday my legs were just killing me all day. So that was a bit tough to get through the other workouts when my legs were so sore. But overall, today I'm not feeling sore. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited and looking forward to starting working out on Monday and getting back into working out Monday to Friday. So overall, the time that I work out at is 5 o'clock, right? So it's super early in the morning. I get to work out, I get to get ready and then go to work, right? And so overall, I like that time. It's really the only time that I'm able to do the workouts at this moment with my family obligations. So I'm excited about the challenge, and I'll talk a little bit about how my life was this week and how I have felt change, even if I haven't seen much change on the scale. So this week, I would say a couple of things that I noticed this week is one, I was able to move my belt one more notch, right? So that's like an inch, inch and a half, whatever that measurement is. That felt pretty good, right? Be able to move that belt notch one notch. So between the last few weeks with the weight loss and then being able to work out and kind of tone up as much as I have and as much as you can in 1 week, I noticed that this week. So I'm really excited about that. One belt notch is nothing to sneeze at, and I'm super stoked about that, because that just means that over the next several weeks I'll have another belt notch, and more and more from there. And it's just going to be a slow process, but it will be a good process. So I'm looking forward to that. At work, I go up and down a hill to do part of my job, and I'm going up and down this hill. It's a pretty steep hill, several times a day. So Friday I noticed that it was a little bit easier than it had been. Not only was it tough when I had to when I was sore, right, walking down, when I was sore, walking down that hill was like misery. I was like walking like, and super slow, even slower than that. And just like I felt like I was walking on stilts, my legs being just super stiff. But on Friday I noticed, hey, I'm walking back up this hill. I'm not so winded as I would normally be from walking up this hill. So that was another thing that I noticed this week, that just life getting a little bit easier now that I'm working out. So excited about that. Notice that I'm able to kind of fit into my double X shirts again, where I was really struggling and really like stretching out my double X t-shirts, and now it's like they're fitting. This is a double X, and there's a little bit of slack in it, and that feels pretty good. So not a whole lot, because it's still I know my stomach, it still makes it bulge out a little bit, but there's still a little bit of slack, a little bit more than there was the previous week. And so that's something that is really, really super exciting, to be able to fit back into clothes. I have a whole box of clothes, of shirts that were like my double X shirts that I put into storage because I wasn't fitting into them, and I didn't have the space to just keep them, and it wasn't motivational to keep them up hanging in my closet if I couldn't fit into them. If every time I looked at them, it felt like just feeling too fat to wear the clothes that I had in my closet. So so I'm really excited that soon I think I'll be able to re-break those clothes out and start wearing those clothes again. I have some nice shirts, some nice pants that I'm looking forward to being able to wear again, as my life gets just better and better. And then one last thing for my life just getting easier. This is super personal, but I just want to say it as maybe people that have gained a lot of weight would maybe be able to empathize with me and sympathize with me, that as I gained a lot of weight, my flexibility was so much so that it was really tough just to wipe my butt after going to the bathroom, right? And I know it's super personal, but everybody does it, and it was just super tough, right? And this week I noticed it was just a little bit easier. I felt like I didn't have to strain so much just to do that simple task, and that really kind of just meant the world to me, because just getting back down to a weight that where I feel like I can at least function and be a functional human being, whereas I was at this weight where it just was really difficult to live my life. Now I'm getting to a point where I can start to do things again, and I still have a long way to go, and I'm looking forward to this journey, but I'm super excited that just the simple things are becoming easier and easier. Walking up a hill and wiping my own butt. And, I know it's super personal, but I wanted to share it in case anybody else had been through that same scenario and felt like, is it just me? And I think that, because I thought that, I'm like, is it just me having this problem? And I'm probably certain that it's not just me that has the problem. So I wanted to talk about that. And finally, I want to talk about something that I read this week, and it's from a business book, but I think it applies here. And the topic is more business related, but I think that it applies to just setting goals and making improvements. The term is called Kaizen. It's a Japanese term for making small or little improvements every day in the business culture. So they have a culture of making little improvements all the time, and they call it Kaizen. And those little improvements make big changes. So the idea is that you make a small change, and you just focus on making a small improvement every day, and then it leads to these big changes over time, right? And it doesn't have to be this big monumental idea. It just has to be a small thing. Just pick one thing, small, and work towards it. So for me, my big thing this week was working out, right? Getting up in the morning to go work out was a really big deal. I haven't been working out, so starting this new chain, that was a big thing. But little improvements, I look at it as I was working out, whether it was doing push-ups or crunches or planks or mountain climbers, whatever those things were, just to try and be a little bit better at them each day, right? Because some of them I really struggle to do, others are a little bit easier to do. Like right now I still can't do a sit-up, but as I do more crunches and I improve my crunches and I improve my core, eventually that will lead to a big change and lead to me being able to do a sit-up. So I'm looking forward to having these little improvements every day in my workout, in my diet, and figuring this out. So I'm just looking forward to all of that, and pretty soon, before I know it, I'll be doing sit-ups again and be doing regular burpees again, as opposed to kind of just crawling on the floor like I have been doing my burpees. But getting up and getting down is still difficult, right? It's not easy for someone as big as I am to get up and down, but as I slowly lose a little bit of weight every single week and have those movements all the time, it will get easier and easier, and as I make those little improvements. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And with this challenge, it has been a little bit frustrating this week. The diet plan has been a little bit confusing, to be honest, and went to a meeting this morning to help kind of clarify things. I feel like it did clarify things a little bit. The whole idea is that you hit your macros, and it doesn't necessarily matter what you're eating per se. You should be eating good, clean foods, but you have to hit your proteins, you have to hit your fats, and you have to hit your carbohydrates, and you have to keep your calories under a certain level. And the nice part about this program is that it bases your calories, carbs, fats, and proteins on what your weight and your height and your body fat percentage. So it calculates what would be appropriate for you and your body. And so I have a decent amount of calories. I've got like just under 2,200 calories to eat every day. And then I've got to hit 220 grams of protein, over 100 grams of fat, and about 180 grams of carbohydrates. So as I hit each of those targets every single day, then I'll be more able to recuperate and recover after my workouts. The workouts on average, they say, burn about 600 calories or more. It's a good high intensity workout. So I believe it because I'm dying through most of it, right? It really takes a lot of effort out of me. But I feel that even as of like the other day, like Friday felt easier than Tuesday, and I could tell that difference. And so I was just excited that I was starting to see that by working out every day, 5 days a week, starting to see those little improvements in how I'm able to be functional and move my body. So that's all that I have for today. Once again, I'm super grateful for this challenge. It helps to focus me on my weight loss journey. I'm super grateful for my cat. I love my cat, even though she's being super playful right now. And I'm grateful for losing a half a pound. I know it's not as much as I had lost in the previous weeks, but by losing that little bit, I'm still losing. So I'm still excited about it, and with everything else, it's just super exciting. So Once again, if you like this video, please share it. Please hit the subscription and subscribe to my channel so that you can see these videos every week. I will be posting one video a week. Hit the like button if you really like it and you enjoy it. It helps YouTube think that it's a good video and helps to share it with more and more people. So I hope that this has been good for you. For me, it's been wonderful to share my progress. So once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified as soon as my videos come online. And I'm looking forward to sharing my next week's progress with you next week.